and out. In and out. Powering the lung and large intestine or colon meridian. In, out, in, out. Twist, out. Twist and rinse. And you're opening, fisting, and closing. And 2 more. And last one. Bring the arms into a seal. Inhale. Over your head, exhale. And we start from scratch. Inhale, open. We create that cross. Exhale, connect. Inhale, open to the side. Exhale, connect. Inhale, reach up and down, creating a cross with your arms. Exhale, center. Inhale, up. Exhale, center. Pharaoh seal, inhale. Energy moves over your crown, down. Press the other thumb. So now your left arm or your right, if you had it before, will be on top. And fist, twist. Fist the other way. Twist. Fist. And fist. And let's do it a little faster. You are activating the main meridians in the body. The breathing is through the nose. I'm accentuating it now so you can hear it. Good. Hands go across. Inhale over the head. Exhale. Beautiful. Step to the front of your mat. Sit low. Cross the arms again into a pharaoh seal. Lift your heels. Tap your chest and lift the heels. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Powering up the legs. Gazing down at the floor, at the earth. Good. Straighten the legs. Hands float to the top of the mat. Walk your left foot and your right. Take your down dog. Just free flow down dog. Anything that needs to release, to yield, to give in. And we'll start with down dog ripple. So bend your knees and gently ripple forward into plank. Exhale back into down dog. Bend the knees, bend them deeper. Ripple forward. It's a really wonderful way to warm up the whole spine and the legs and the arms. Inhale forward and exhale, ripple. And bend the knees. Inhale. And exhale, we'll do one last. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. Take a moment to feel your traction, pressing the palms, receding the heels to the floor. Right leg lifts up into the air, left heel anchors down. And exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Now step your left foot slightly closer in so that you can shift your weight, bending your left knee and flexing your right foot. You can come a little higher if you need. And then moving forward, we will open the left foot out and reach the same Qigong move that we did. Opening to the side, closing and opening, up and closing, switch and close, arms and open, just warming up. One more time. Exhale, so you're shifting the weight, you're reaching up and down, and reaching up and down, and open, and shift forward, open your arms, take a leap of faith into warrior 3, turn your foot, back foot to parallel, hands are back into pharaoh seal, gaze down. Every time we want to relinquish, we want to give up control. We want to give into the rhythm. Release the back foot into the floor. Flex the front foot. Keep the left foot open. And now clasping the hands, opening the lung meridian. Lower your ear down to the leg as far as you can and gaze up. Deepen and release. And lift slightly and then release deeper. And one more. And release. A funny version of triangle here. Powering up the lung meridian. Replant your front foot. Bend your front knee. Hook the right elbow into the left. Press your left hand into your cheek and reach back. At the same time, bend your front knee. Feel the nice stretch to the side. Deepening the breath. Gaze down. Go a little deeper. Notice how the side of your waist stretches here. And a little deeper. Beautiful, coming gently out of it. Cross the arms, clasp the hands from behind. Here is the bind. It's very simple. You're just trying to grab the fingers and open this arm forward. Come up into a high lunge. Bend your left knee and square your hips. Feel the squaring action. Gaze forward. Breathe, open your spine, lift and arch a teeny bit. Open the scroll. And now the reverse, clasping your hands, arching your wings, drop your chin to the floor, thumbs are open, reverent lunge. Opening. 2 more breaths. Make sure the right knee tracks over the ankle. Good. Take this right forearm under the right knee crease. Lower your left knee into the floor and do the reverse. A low lunge variation. We're trying to grab the opposite upper arm or shoulder as we move forward and back. And it really feels good on the hamstrings. Relax your head. Notice that when we let go of control, things start to align by themselves. And we're no longer trying to fix everything one way or another. We're yielding to the flow. Stay here and yield to the flow. And to the flow. And to the floor. And to the flow. Close the eyes just for a moment. Notice where you are and bring yourself into that place where you are now, with all that is coming up and all that you need to harvest, to regather and to reconfigure in a more coherent way and pattern. Moving forward. Now try to find the balance. Bring your left hand over to the right knee and drop your head down. A reverent low lunge with your arms crossed into a pharaoh's seal. We'll ease out on that in just a moment, just feeling the shell and the need to go in, the need to restructure, to refine. Good, hands flowed back to the mat. Spin your left shin so it is parallel to the front edge of the mat and perpendicular to the side edge of the mat. Slide your right leg long, and we're going to take a twist here. You can do it as deeply as you need. This is perfectly fine. This is fine. Going all the way to the shoulder is fine too. This is the first stage. If you're here, just lower the forearm and extend the opposite arm up. If you're on your shoulder, feel that deep hamstring stretch. And you may want to bring your left hand into the right pocket or inner thigh. And stay here or here if you were there. Deepen breath. Finding that inner flow, inner rhythm. Getting attuned to your pulse and the way you're pulsating through your life right now. One more breath here. And press up. Let the shin that was perpendicular come almost parallel to the side of the mat. Place your left hand into the floor. And now lift the right leg up. Reach the right arm all the way to the other side. And again, gaze down as if we're doing warrior 3, but in a kneeling variation. Right hand comes to grab onto the left shoulder. Feel the balance. Beautiful. One more breath. Make sure the neck is long. There's no tension. You're just taking a leap of faith. You're not trying to direct your flow of life one way or the other. Walk forward. Bring the shin back to perpendicular to the side edge of the mat. We'll try a very cool pigeon or ankle to knee where you take the right ankle into the left thigh and you lower into your forearms as if you're doing a chaturanga, right? So you should feel the hip opening already. A little motion here. So we are on the knee and the shin. The right knee in this case is off the floor. And we're going a little deeper. If you feel you have availability in your hips, go on to bring the forearms and then press the thumbs into your chin. Release your third eye into your fingertips and feel this. Very yin pose, very withdrawing and calming pose. At the same time, we're opening the hips. If you feel inclined to put the knee on the floor and go deeper to sit into your back heel, do so. Play with this variation. You're either here, right? It's really interesting how it opens the hip in a different way. It is a forward bend as well, or you're here on your forearms. Take time to settle in. Or you have the knee down and you have this relinquishing sensation. Wanting to sit back and feel the IT band and hip flexor stretching. So just allow the body to guide you. Deep breath in and out. I like to swing and to rock back and forth. I feel there is more opening, but do as you feel. Good. Walk it up. Plant the left hand back. Shift all the weight. Extend the leg. Now we are going to clasp the right foot. Right hand opening a little bit here. Exhale, contract. Nose towards your knee. Hug the knee. And inhale, re-expand into the arching. And exhale, the relinquishment and entails going full-fledged and retreating and finding the balance between the two. It doesn't mean no planning and non-doing. Just finding this balance. Open and hold. Enjoy the openness, the connectedness, the coherence. Re-extend the right leg forward. Gently walk the left knee in, and we will lower the left sit bone so the heel presses against it. Flex the right foot. Right elbow into the left, hand into the chin. Elbow releases down to the thigh. There it is. Sure. And going down. We've done it many times. It is a deep side stretch. So just find it in your body. If that feels too awkward, release the arm onto the upper arm. The left hand into the upper right arm. Gaze down into your left heel. Soften your front belly, your front mid-ribs. You're going into your shell. You are retreating for a moment, only to re-expand. Open the arms, bend the front knee just a teeny bit. Push the right elbow into the right knee and go for a bind behind your head, just opening the left side of your body. You can roll with it as deep as you want or stay up, whatever feels good. I like to rock again. Feels very nourishing for my lower back that tends to be stiff and tight, so you choose. You can go all the way to bring the elbow towards the ankle. If the bind is too much, of course, you're going to reach the hand up and still enjoy the side twist. Beautiful. Come slightly up. Readjust your front shin so that you can bring the ankle down and shift forward. We are going to lean over to the right. Extend the left leg to the side and bring the shin in. And see if you can just cuddle into your shin and snuggle. It's a very easy, self-supported forward bend. Once you're here, you have two options. Stay here into Namaste, feels great. You're toning actually the leg. You are in a forward bending twist. Or hug this forward bend with a Namaste mudra, wrapping around the thigh, whatever feels right. Relax your head. This is also an option where you bend your relax your head and gaze down. Deep breath in and out. The lung meridian is about releasing any sadness that's hovering in your system. So this is our opportunity to rinse away sediments of sadness and grief from the past, from now, from where the world is going and how we want to facilitate change and healing change. Good. Bend the left knee. Grab onto the outside edge of the left foot. You're still reclining in this nice pigeon-like position. If this is kind of tricky, not settling, you're just going to take it a notch further up. That's also a possibility. If you have found this cozy, wrap, snug, grab the outside edge of the foot and push the opposite hand, right? In this case, left hand pushes into the left knee and open the hip and look up and straighten your shoulders. Another very comforting forward bend and hip opener. If If you feel, oh, you're super comfortable in this, you can slide the foot into the elbow crease. It gives you a deeper hip stretch. And if you're, oh, so at ease there, you can try the oyster bind that we sometimes do and take your left arm over and around. And you're going to feel a deep release into the left hip flexor. But this is perfect. This is perfect. Whatever you feel like doing, you work towards that bind. This is a very deep way to open the hips, not only in pigeon and not only into round pressing poses, but suspended, levity aligned poses. Found deep release, emotional release. So let's just release all the grief and all the sadness, if there's any, from the lungs, and bring back the joy. Coming up, nothing changes. You are already there. You just sit on both sit bones, hands into prayer, hugging. You can choose to thread your arm through. Feels very, very natural. If that's too much, you're going to hug here and release your head towards your fingertips. If you're here, get more of a hip stretch. Taking a moment here in the shell, finding and searching for what you need to amend in this autumn season. What needs to be changed, and how can you attune to the pulse of change in your life? Certain amendments, are they big amendments? Are they small changes? Infinitesimal changes, or something really radical that you need to shift? What is the shift for you? Beautiful. Straighten your spine. Rebend the front shin. We're going into a wrap, lowering the left foot into the ground. Now, find the way to extend your right leg, flex the foot, and then spin the left foot and shift back and forth. You're going to feel it in the left IT band. Once you're there, it's very deep. You are going to slide your left hand to the top of your mat and press the right hand into it. As you go deeper, you are going to feel deep stretching in your hip flexor, IT band, and also a deep twist for the kidney meridian going all the way up to the lung meridian. This pose upregulates and stimulates the so-called defensive chi in the body, the chi that protects, the chi that builds up the T cells and the immunity. If you feel very, very comfortable, you can slowly drop the chin down. If that's too strenuous, you're going to take it here, and you have an option to bring your forearm into the floor, thread the other arm through, and take a little bind around your left thigh. So that's also an option. Or you're here in this deep twist stretch. Or you're here in the opposite meridian crossing of this salamander-like pose. Good. Come back up. Anchor both sit bones. We are in cow face or bull seat. Ready to take a little of a lean to the other side. Good. Wrap the arms. Take your pillow. The right elbow goes into the left and lean forward. You're going to feel the other hip flexor working deeply. Close your eyes. Cradle and rock. You are held You are in alignment with the pulse of change, and you're allowing it to guide you every step. You're not imposing the steps. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Shift the weight in and out. And sky and earth. And sky and earth. Find the balance. Right there in the middle. You are shift to the right. Extend. And we are going to transition. Bend your right knee. Grab the outside of the left foot. Take the right heel as close as you can to your butt cheek. Plant your left hand into the floor, and you see it's like a little seesaw, right? All we're going to do is lift the butt and lower the head, so it all goes into the right Achilles. Very deeply forward bending pose in your shell. You can go a little bit further if you feel you want to activate the Achilles on the right side. You can drop the left heel and stretch it or not. I like it a little bit off the floor myself. If you want a deeper hamstring stretch, raise that leg up. It's very intense. And floating forward to the top of the mat. Roll up. Inhale, feel you're diving inside. Open the arms, arch the wings, up again. Exhale, dive. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, dive. Step the left and the right. Down dog. Forward plank. Chaturanga. Hold it. And dog. Down dog. And here we are. Other side, left leg up. Inhale. Set the foot between your hands. Exhale. Step the back foot slightly in. Inhale. Bend the back knee. Flex the front foot. And then re-expand. Again. Find that roll up. And we'll spin. Right foot out. And go into that little qigong. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Up and down. Center. Other hand. Center again. And very centering. Open and up and down and switch and down and flex the front foot and forward. Flex, clasp your hands. You're already there. Go into the triangle here. So whatever felt good, you can bring the hands to your ribs, the intercostals, and go deeper, or you can just stay here. The whole idea is to really twist and open the pathway to the lung meridian, right? The main emotions through the lungs, sadness and grief, clearing out. One more breath. Good. Rebend the front knee. Find that twist. Clasp your chin. So as we have the left leg bent, our left elbow will go into the right elbow crease. We'll press right hand into the chin. And release the left arm to the other side. Lung meridian opener or stimulator. The more you bend the front knee, the more you're going to feel the urgency to resist in the opposite direction, the more the glands start to squeeze. Here, we're stimulating the pancreatic gland, right? Last sequence, we worked through the endocrine system. This is an incredible pose to stimulate the pancreas. And remember, this is our converter that converts food into fuel. Good. Now nothing changes. The hands are there. You clasp the fingers. Bend the back knee just for a moment. Realign. And now come into the forward lunge. Arch up. Release your shoulders down. The bind stays. If this bind is not available, you're just going to hold the back shoulder, right? This is just as good and just as deep. You want to clasp the hands and look up. Make sure your right arm presses away from the ears. A pose that directly facilitates the release of waste through the colon. So we're activating colon meridian here. Floating forward. Leap of faith, warrior 3, hands into pharaoh seal, find your balance. The back leg is parallel as possible. Good, moving through the lunge, finding, whoops, I lost balance for a moment. Finding our reverent lunge with the wings arched. Hands to the floor, back knee drops, untuck the back foot. The reverse action as you drag the right hand, thread of the left arm, and try to slide it up the upper arm to the shoulder. So we're moving into the lunge and into the gate pose variation. And lunge and opening more space for the hamstrings. And again. And hold it here. Up to you how far you want to go. If this is too much, you are just going to hold the elbow crease and bend the front knee just a little bit. So there are always options to work with. Right? I find that every day the practice is different and the body requires a different attitude to it and to the practice. So we're listening to the body and we're adjusting to the body's needs. And forward, we did that hug here. The front arm goes to the knee. The inner arm goes to the upper arm. Crossed. Hold it. And release. Spin back shin so it is perpendicular to the side of the mat. Right hand drops down to the front of the mat. Extend your left leg, raise it up parallel to the mat, and now extend your left arm and see if you can find this warrior 3 here. So you want to bring it parallel. Twist. Colon cleanser. Believe it or not, goes deep into the colon or large intestine meridian. Good, lower the leg. We did it on the other side. You choose how much you want to go into the opposite bind. This is great. This is fabulous. This is also great. And if you did the full stretch, it's a little deep, but it's very relishing. Reach the arm or take it all the way to the inside of the opposite thigh. So you choose. And this is our opportunity to close the eyes wherever we are and meet ourselves wherever we are now with a lot of compassion and embracing where we are. I'm not trying to push one way or another, just allowing things to come to us as we receive the signals for change, the insights for refinement, all of that clearing through the colon meridian, any waste, any excess, any toxic residue, whether emotional, mental, we always say, or physical, is clear. One more breath. Right hand anchors back. We'll take that flying pigeon variation that we did, our ankle to knee. And we had 3 options. Either to dance here. Okay. It's very doable. Anyone can try it. Don't get pulled off by this. It's accessible. Walk your hands forward and then decide how much you want to forward bend. If the forearm clasp is available, do it. And if you can grab and press the thumbs into your chin and your fingertips, float up your forehead, try it. Right, whatever feels right. If you did put and anchor the knee into the floor, you can do it here now. Whatever felt right. You're trying it again, but now on the other side, and it's always a little different on the other side. So listen to the body and see what it needs on this side. Finding 2 more breaths here. Relaxing, releasing the head. Not preoccupying yourself so much with the form of the practice, but the inner sensations that are triggered through the glandular secretion, through the meridian crossing that is brought by all the binds, the point activations. Press the hands up. We will re-extend one more time. And now clasp the foot. We did it on the other side, and we moved through a little back bend to a forward bend. Elbow straight, as straight as possible, and knee into the shoulder. Then flex the back foot, gaze down, and re-expand. One more time, exhale. And inhale. Gaze down, hold it here. The more you flex the foot, the more you soften the front ribs, the more space you have for the back bend in your mid-back. Release the bind, extend the leg forward to the top of the mat. Bring the left arm right in the center so you can release the butt cheek down. And so you can feel this time the right heel pressing against your right buttock. Good. A little rock here, back and forth. Left elbow, right. We took this twist on the other side. All we do is an eagle bind, but we hook the chin into the hand as if the palm is a tray for the chin, and twist. The more you contract here, the more you're going to feel the knee stretching, of course the hip flexor, but also the gluteals. One more breath. Breathing in now. Rebend the front. And now we did the opposite. Same elbow, same knee. Reach for the back bind or wrap. And open the chest. So you are going into that hip opening action or you're sliding further down into your shin and thigh. This is great. This is beautiful, and it's very, very deep. And if you want to go deeper, you can just slide the elbow towards the ankle. At the same time, open up in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Let's close our eyes again. Going into colon cleansing. Deep, deep ways, flushing out, identifying what the waste is and letting itself clear through this pose. All the excess, all the unnecessary things. And coming back up, bring the shin slightly in and release into a deeper surrender. We said this is one way to do it, so the shoulder lines up with the knee. If this is too awkward for you, you're just going to stay here. It's just as good. If you are there, right, we had two options: to either grab the leg and re-extend it into a forward bend, or to just hold it here. So whatever you did on the other side, try it again with a different perspective and a different twist. Nice deep forward bend. Still opening the shoulders, stimulating the lungs and the large intestine through the ascending colon. Ascending colon cleanse this pose. Rebend the knee. You could be here as well. And now relax your head. Grab the outside edge of the foot. Push the right arm into the right knee and relax. Or if you tried this variation, I kind of love it lately. I really like it. You can just try it this much. So the outer seam goes to the elbow crease and you're here, or you clasp and you kind of find a little pillow, a cushion for your head, your cradle, and you rock. Boy, it's such a deep hip opener and a shoulder opener and a neck opener. Really good. This is perfectly fine what you did, and if you felt good or you were here, you stay there. Hug the knee, come up, take a little rock. Everything is kind of strung seamlessly, so we don't have to reposition or realign to get and to move from one pose to the next. And I feel this subtle dance is very, very nurturing for the body, as if the body is telling us, oh, a little twist, a little tweak, a little tilt changes everything. Change the angle and everything changes. Sometimes we don't have to make directional changes. It's just a matter of perspective. Good, release in here. Finding our relinquishment mantra. What do we want to release, and let it go with the flow. And let it transform into light, so we don't dump negativity into the stream, but it always transforms into light. One more breath. Beautiful. Rebend the front knee. Come into this bind. We'll try our salamander pose on the other side. All we'll do is re-extend the leg. So the right hand is already thread through and around the right shin. All I'm going to do is clasp the left hand and rock front and back. If this is where you want to be, you're just going to release your head to your knee or your forehead. If you want to try the other deep twist, you're going to slide the right arm, press the left on top and release through the twist all the way so that slowly your head will come to touch your forearm or the mat, or not, or just stay off the forearm or the mat. Make sure your left foot is flexed and the whole body is engaged, but not forced, right? You're recruiting the muscles through oppositional pull, and they're hugging each other and holding the joints and hugging the joints. Or if you want some more movement here, I like to go back and forth, side to side, up and down, and explore where I can go deeper, and mostly where I can release emotion and move deeper. Good. Come up. Bend the left knee in, cow face pose. We moved into the other direction. We're going to take our pillow here. So a pillow made out of the eagle twine. And a little rock. Night-night pillow. We're ready to close the eyes. We feel the deep hip opening action, but we're sort of nestled in it. And we're not worried about the pain or any type of injury. We are in control, yet out of control, yielding to the back and forth. Out of control, yet in full command. How can we come to this balance? Out of control, yet in full command. There's a balance. One more breath. Good. Reopen. Shift to the left. Re-extend the left leg. Coming into that opposite. Again, we're forging the meridian crossing. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Bend your left knee in. Here we are. Very nice forward bend. This is enough if you feel you're already getting some kind of stretch. It also stretches the arms. This is great, right? You can even extend the right arm up and keep it higher. But if you feel you tried that cradling and your butt off the floor just a little bit, hold it here and release. If you want a deeper hamstring stretch, bend the front elbow and go deeper into the hamstring. Yield, but stay in your shell. One more breath here. Any variation you chose. Here too. It's so beautiful and so deeply nourishing for the large intestine meridian. Good. We're going to shift forward, find our balance, and now just one pose, feet together, lower down into the egg, into a shell. I'll do it this way so you can see it visually. Take a moment to just grab onto opposite knees and release the chin down. So you are in this egg. Your sit bones are releasing in your heels. If you were a dancer, we would say, oh, this is releve. This is really on the tippy toes. Hold this egg energy. You're in your shell. And now drop the hands down. Open and splay the knees out. Walk the hands forward. Drop the forearms maybe forward or not. We don't know. Open the knees out more. And now place your hands under your heels. Little shoes for you. And open the knees more and release your head to the floor. A beautiful butterfly, tortoise, fusion variation. Open the knees. Step, literally. Step and anchor the heels into the hands. You're sitting the heels into the hands. And you're releasing to the point that at a certain moment you can drop the head down all the way to the floor. And one more. Bring it up and drop down. Beautiful. We will come here. Take this hug now. Bring your hands to the opposite shoulder, so you're crisscrossing. It doesn't matter which arm is on top, and you're rocking side to side. We'll take one last forward bend, and of course it's the usual cooling forward bend and calming forward bend, and it's up to you how deep you want to go, right? So you can keep the knees slightly bent and release your body into the knees, or straighten them, but keep that oppositional crossing, and then reach the hands to the opposite heels. Once you have the meridian crossing, bend the elbows and release your head down. So up to you whether you want to be here, just as good, here. Make sure the spine is erect. That's all we need for this particular variation. Or you have clasped and your heels are pulling the rest of the body towards your thighs and legs. Release the head. Open your thumbs out. Main meridian opening, facilitating the chi flow through the lungs and the large intestine that in Chinese traditional medicine corresponds to the season flow, the seasonal purging, the seasonal debriefing of any sadness and relieving of any excess. Seasonal detox cleanse. One more breath. And take one more deep release. And gently come all the way up to sit. Place your right hand on your left and feel the pulse. Bend your elbows. Just feel your pulse. Close your eyes. Your spine is nice and tall. You're feeling your pulse. You can feel this is your signature rhythm. Is it fast-paced after the practice? Can you breathe deeply and pacify it a little bit, but still feel the vibrancy of your pulse? And from the pulse, let a spiral unfurl from the wrist, moving through your left arm, going into the right lung, spiraling into and down the colon, spiraling right at the bottom of the large intestine and the colon, and then ascending from the colon to the left lung. And then from the left lung, moving through the right arm all the way to the right wrist. So you are in perfect synchronicity. And you're allowing everything that happened to you, all of these 9 months, all the lessons that you harvested, to walk you into the spiral and then out of it into the new move and the next phase of this year. What does it entail? And how are you going to approach it with grace, with equanimity, with humility and compassion to yourself and the world, just allowing your pulse to guide you on a spiral of change, needed change for you and for the world. One more deep breath in and out. And a last breath in and out. Let everything that needs to go, go now. Let it go. Through the breath. The breath is your most sublime tool for relinquishment. And as you open your eyes, keep the crossing. Inhale the arms over the head. Exhale, push everything you don't need away. Contract, now fan your fingers like wings arching. Connect the thumbs, connect the knuckles. Exhale through the third eye, the window of choice, into your navel. The well of opportunity. Inhale into the navel and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And one last inhale. As you exhale, circle the arms around the lungs, honoring the lungs and all the defensive chi and circulation that they bring into your body to facilitate immunity and health. Thread your fingers, point them out, and then bring your thumbs again over the head. Inhale. And that energy that you have on your fingertips, let it ensheathe you and enshrine you in a golden halo of light. Golden light. You are wrapping yourself in this armor of protection, of equanimity, and you're open to coherent change, relinquishing control, letting go, and embracing the seasonal changes that the earth brings. Namaste. Thank you for your practice. That was so deep and so relishing. And thank you, Francesca Hepton, for always coming up with ingenious ideas, creative ideas. And we await others to request practices so that we can create different practices, find different ways to flow, to grow, and to share. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your Saturday, wherever you are in the world. I love you and cherish you all. It is such an honor to practice together and to keep this Yoga land of fusion alive, just because we're together and we grow together. Namaste. Deep love. Ciao until next month. I believe it's going to be the 29th of October, okay? We'll send a newsletter. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Hello, how are you, yogis? Are you ready for your yoga practice, Sunday yoga practice? I'm so excited to practice with you. Thank you so much for your